And welcome back to another episode of Woo! House! Right here on Wildcat Sports Live, Nathan Dunham, Allyn Stockton. We had to do it.
Well, this is at least 100 and something episodes.
Yes.
And here's where we're at.
Yeah. Scraping the barrel now, man.
You're number 100.
Hey, I like 100. I like 100.
Not that you need any introduction, but who is this person?
If you haven't been going to games for the past few years, you do need an introduction. If you have been going, he's the guy that when they play that jump around or whatever, he's the guy that's up there dancing and yelling and just cowbelling and raising cane.
Yeah, that's it, man.
Super fan.
Yeah. Super fan. Buck Cofield.
That's me, man.
The man, the myth, the legend.
The legend.
You start out, it's an acquired taste.
Fair.
You start out, it's like, who is this guy?
Well, in Buck's defense, I think your first thing is nobody is this big of a fan.
Yeah.
This is not real.
Yeah, and at some point, does it turn off?
There's no off button.
But
after a while, it just grows on
It's 24/7.
It's like a barnacle or
This
something.
is who you are as a person.
Yeah, I'm like a,
Has it always been that way?
Well, I've been kind of crazy since I was at birth, So,
Right.
yeah.
But I guess my question is, you moved here when?
So wait a minute. Let's get some context. This is Buck Cofield.
Of Cofield Outdoors.
Of Cofield Outdoors, it's a household name.
He needs no introduction because his name is on his shirt.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah. But, Buck, when did you get to Rabun County?
We moved to Rabun County in, I think it was 2009, when my daughter Faith Cofield was coming out of the first grade, going into the second grade. We moved up here from Putnam County, which we know about
Edenton, Georgia.
Edenton, Georgia, yeah, the home of the.
Home of Brer Rabbit.
Yeah, Brer Rabbit, and that's
Joe Chandler Harris.
Joe Chandler Harris,
and Derek Austin.
Also the birthplace of what's the guy, Chick-fil-A guy?
No.
Kathy.
Yeah, Truett Cathy. Birthplace of Truett Cathy.
So, I mean, were you this amped about high school sports at Putnam County?
No.
I mean, I know it's a different environment.
No, I mean, Putnam County Schools was, they had a decent program, and we were never really involved in the sports program.
And your
there.
daughter's, in
she
elementary school.
She was still in rec ball and stuff like that. We went to a few games. It wasn't the Wildcat Nation. I mean, they're a little bit better team now than they were, but we didn't enjoy sports there.
Well, you moved in at the right time.
Yeah, that's right.
And
I think I'm pretty sure. I have to look back to be sure, but I think I hadn't missed a game home or away in 10 or 11 years. Going way back to Charlie Warner and some of the other guys and stuff. I watched them.
Does not surprise me.
Long time. Yeah, we have been all over the state and thousands of miles logged with this crew.
And not just football.
No, we travel. We watch basketball. I mean, we got a lot of people, got a lot of friends that have kids that play basketball, baseball. Yep. Don't think I've ever followed volleyball. Don't think. Maybe I have. I don't know. But we've been all over the state with multiple sports, and we love all things Wildcat. So, we're Wildcat people from way back.
We know this to be true.
So, it's something it's always been different here. I mean, it's just like Friday Night Lights. You see it. You see the TV show and the movie. This is really, honest to God, 100%. Friday Night Lights, and it's like the community, surrounds everything, and it's like we just got involved with it, and it's just, progressed, and like you said, with Wes Holcomb, and then Bailey Fisher, and then of course Gunner. I mean, you just, you can't not love it,
Yeah.
And like I said, what's been great though is, I know I'm crazy, but I'm allowed to be who I am. You just let your.
Well, we didn't really have a choice.
You didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all probably have. I know the sheriff. You can't really have me removed from the game. There's a fine line there, but actually Katie Mae Smith, I was at a basketball game. We were playing Monticello. They were up here, and like I said, the woo guy, that guy, the infamous Cofield woo man, showed up that night. She took a picture, of me, because I was defending Wildcat Nation against Monticello. I took them all on, you know. At halftime of the boys' game, I done had enough, you know. I said, that is enough. And they brought sometimes, these teams from out of town bring the crazy bum uncle, has nothing better to do but sit there and heckle the players.
Yeah, there's a bunch of those in Thomasville.
Yeah. Well, they're around. Thomasville is like the
and they
army
sit on our side.
Yes, they do.
That was
yes,
awful. Don't ever go to Thomasville, okay? Unless you're packing. But anyway, that happened at the halftime, and I was going at it with the crazy drunk bum uncle who'd been mouthing off the whole time, and I said, I have had enough. And that was it. And so I said something to him, he said something to me, and I got up and went, woo!
And a picture was taken.
That was it. And that's how I got started.
And now there's
next thing you know, Jim's a millionaire.
I have a clothing.
There's a clothing line.
A clothing line. It's TRZ Designs. Dina Dixon is my specialist when it comes to all things woo.
You're like a NASCAR driver.
Yeah. Well, that's
wasn't there another guy that did
some
that?
guys on somewhere, I do have a Rolex.
Ric Flair.
Yeah, Ric Flair.
Some Yankee from up
Ric
north.
Flair's, I could teach him a thing or two if he'd ever show up here. But
We tried.
Well, that'd be good to get him up here.
Phone calls have been made.
Yeah, well, if I need to chip in, I'll help get him up here. He'll do anything for money,
Well, he cost enough just for the video, but
we paid for one last year.
Yeah.
That was awesome, by the way.
Yeah.
You couldn't have done anything better for Josh than that. I mean, we love Josh, and that was awesome. Whoever did that, was it you?
Well, it was a
couple of
conglomerate.
Well, I wish I could have been involved in that because that was probably one of the most awesome things I ever saw. And
I was blessed to be a part of it, but
whoever got that together.
That was a few different.
Totally Alan's idea.
Yeah, well, that
was a lot of people.
Because Josh is he's our heart and soul. Of the Wildcat Nation. He loves everything Wildcat. So he's awesome.
Let's talk about the team this year. Obviously,
I'll tell you
what.
You
know better than most. The product on the field.
I've been invited into the inner circle, thanks to Coach Davis. I really appreciate that. And the support we give. Me and Joey Haben. I'm Joey Haben's assistant. So, but
that's high praise.
Yeah. Well,
didn't know
the low man.
Didn't know you were that high up.
Yeah. Well, the truth is of the whole thing. I texted Coach Davis. A while back, I said, I'm living my best life. I mean, I've been invited. Both Coach Shaw's allowed me to be on the sidelines as a guest several times, and I just love it. You can't get any closer.
People in the stands love that too when you're on the sidelines.
Yeah, well, I mean, I could normally, you can't really hear. My voice. I can't hear anybody in the stands when I'm on the sidelines, but they can always hear me. So I'm gonna try to bring that presence. It's like you better get off the trash because Ray McCain's coming, baby. Woo!
I'm glad we got a real one.
You'll get that every Friday, baby.
I'm glad we got a real one.
Well, all I could think of
one in the wild.
When you said I've been allowed on the inner circle.
I've been allowed in the inner circle.
Well, all I could think of is what Lyndon B. Johnson said about J. Edgar Hoover. Mm-hmm. They would rather have him on the inside peeing out than on the outside peeing in.
Yeah, well, maybe that's true. But I mean, I don't take this. I mean, obviously, I know it's a lot of work, and we're helping the team any way we can, and I'm happy to do so. But I mean, it is a blessing for me, and everybody knows. My wife knows. Everybody knows. I mean, that's how much I love Rabun County football, and it's it's just a great opportunity. I'm happy to be here, and I'm going to support the team, and I'm happy to talk about the team. I feel great about it. I mean, I honestly do. I feel in my heart. I mean, there's been years when I thought we should have won and could have won and everything like that. But I'm telling you, you go ahead and get the ring size right, man. I'm ready to get to it.
We got just as good a chance this year as we did last year.
I believe so. I mean, I've seen the guys. They're enthusiastic. They're buying into the program. Coach Davis, like I said, the coaches are fantastic, and got to be around those guys. And like I said, I'm just thrilled to be here. And he is, like I said, assembled a great staff. And I'm just, everybody's.
I said it to him in his interview. This isn't a rebuilding year.
I don't think so. We're not really. We're
just
reloading or reorganizing what we got, and like I said, there's a lot of players on the team that I think have a lot of talent. I mean, I'm not the best, talent analysis guy, but at the end of the day, I've been around these guys, and I'm excited for them. And I tell you what, I believe it, 100% in my heart. Like I said, we're gonna ring the bell, baby.
And not only is he a good fan, but he's a good person. One of my favorite Buck Cofield stories is. One day at work, I get a phone call from my mother-in-law. The tree is falling across the carport. Right? Buck was on the lot looking at a truck. Or
numerous times. I'm always on the lot,
He's one of those guys that checks in on the inventory just to see if he missed out on anything. this is going to surprise you, not a lumberjack.
Not even very coordinated.
And so I was like, man, I've got to figure out how to get this tree off.
Wait a minute, you're a history
off
from.
the, off the,
from Mountain
they don't
City.
have. They're not allowed to have power tools. I could work one of these saws. Anyways, without a moment's hesitation, next thing I know, Buck's, hauling a chainsaw up there. We're cutting the tree down, hauling it away. I mean, didn't even flinch. We just went right then and there. And just that's something that a good person does.
Yeah, well, you try to be a good, friend and a good neighbor, and that's what you do for folks. That's Rabun County, baby.
That's right. That's
Citizen
right.
Buck.
Citizen Buck.
We're getting
coming to a theater.
We're getting the hook.
Near you. Well, Buck, we're so glad that we got to interview
Can
you.
you extend this another
Guys,
5 minutes? I mean, this is my 5 minutes.
You're interrupting the band right now.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Don't apologize to us. Apologize to the comments section on Wildcat Sports Live.
Well,
Yeah.
you know what?
My show.
That's it. It's brought to you by Stockton, the local attorney.
But that's going to do it for this episode of Halftime Heroes right here on Wildcat Sports Live, brought to you as always by Stockton and Stockton Attorneys at Law, 706 782
6100.
100.
6100. See you guys.